Hey there, it's LB. How are you feeling today? All right, so today I want to share with you a little bit more about living out of fear, or living out of faith, and I want to talk to you about being a visionary, about having a vision for your life and where you want to go. And one of the first things that you want to do to have a vision is to just be quiet with yourself and with God and to see your vision in your mind and to allow yourself to use your imagination and see exactly what you want to do and be and become and what you want your vision to actually accomplish in your life, and see yourself there. See yourself from the end in mind. That's the most important thing about this whole thing, is seeing the end in mind, and not only seeing it but feeling it, right? Feeling the end in mind. And it's really important to get that feeling deep in your soul, deep in your spirit, so you can actually start creating that vision in reality, right? And so I just want you to understand that, creating something in reality starts with your mind. It starts in your imagination. It starts here. And if you're not careful, if you bring it too quickly out into the real world, there's things that can destroy that vision, right? Things like, well, how am I going to accomplish it, and when, right? Those thoughts can totally kill your vision. And you need to wait. You need to wait until the right time, right? And so it's important to grow those thoughts in your mind without the how and the when, right at the beginning. Just let your vision grow in your heart and your mind first before you start delving into those questions, because those questions can kill your vision, and they don't need to, because the funny thing is that your mind and your heart and your imagination is, as you keep feeding the vision and the dream and the hope and the goals, your mind will find ways to accomplish what you're looking to achieve, right? It just takes time and belief. And as you start adding doubt and fear to the equation, it just destroys it, right? Especially too soon, right? So in fact, I don't think doubt and fear actually really help at all. But so you want to constantly be nourishing these goals and dreams in your spirit and your heart. And one of the first things that you need to know is that it all started when God created the earth. It says, God said, let there be light, and there was light. God created everything in his mind, in his imagination, and formed it with his words. Okay. And it's really interesting, because everything you see, the houses, the cars, everything that mankind has created was first created in his mind. Okay. Nothing that you see was not, there was the first a blueprint in someone's mind before it came to pass. And it's really interesting that that's how God created the world too. Is it started his thoughts and turned into words, and those words became things, right? And let there be light, and there was light. Now the other thing is that God's, in Genesis, it says that God created us in his image. And so God has allowed us to be like him. And this is such an honor, such a beautiful thing, because we have the ability, the power of creating similar to God. Okay. And we can use our imagination to, like the factory, to create the blueprint in our hearts and our mind, right? And then slowly bring it into the open. Okay. And you have to be careful as you're bringing it into the open, that you bring it one step at a time and not too many steps ahead of itself, so that the doubts and the fears don't get at it first, because if they do, it'll destroy the dream. Let me give you a story. Like, many years ago, I love soccer. I grew up playing soccer in England, and I'm not from England, but I lived there for 5 years. And when I came back from England, I used to sit in a chair in the evenings after, when I was done, with school and everything else, and I'd just sit there and listen to music, and I'd be reading books about Pele and other, really excellent soccer stars. And I'd be listening to music and dreaming and seeing myself in that position, doing those cool things. And, the interesting thing was it drove me to become really good at soccer. And I just dreamed of it and I lived it, and I just, all the time I was doing new moves and practicing and practicing and practicing. And I had these visions, of doing amazing things in my heart and mind. But at some point, when I went to Franklin High in New Jersey, and we had a soccer team there, and there was so much negative stuff that happened on that team. It was not like England at all for me. And there was so much negative that it just it almost destroyed my dream. And then I went to a soccer camp and my dream came back alive again. But then it was crushed by the fact that even though I had got MVP and all this other great stuff, and accolades, and scored all these goals and everything throughout the soccer camp season, and actually became a coach myself. The crazy thing was that the finances is what crushed my dream in the end, because I didn't have the finances to continue, going up the levels to become, a professional soccer player. Now, if I had allowed myself to continue to dream and continue to see the vision of it, probably would have overcome all those things. The power of your mind and imagination and your perseverance to accomplish it no matter what will overcome all those things. Money's never really the total, it's just fear that's just stopping you, and it stopped me. And I want to encourage you that does not have to be this situation for you. You can change it. How am I going to do it? How am I going to raise that money? How? And when? And those things, those are based out of doubt and fear. And if you allow doubt and fear to attack your dream, it will kill it. All right. So it's a really important lesson to understand when you're trying to achieve something, is to allow your imagination to feel it. I mean, when I was sitting in my chair listening to music, I could feel myself getting those goals. I could see it. I could taste it. And it was amazing. And, no one taught me this. I just kind of came naturally. And I look back at all these years. I just, think to myself, if I had only just let myself continue that process each day, some amazing things would have continued to happen. And instead of me let fear and doubt and everything destroy my dreams. And I want to encourage you that you don't have to let the fear and the doubt destroy your dreams, okay? Anyway, this is Albie. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're seeing this on YouTube, like and subscribe. And I really, if you do that, you're helping us to be able to share this video with other people who may not have heard this message, and this could be life-changing for them. And I hope it's really helpful to you also. Look forward to helping you. And don't forget, I'm going to put a link in here if you're seeing this on YouTube. I'll put it across the screen so you can just type it into your browser and check us out. You feel free to find out more information about us, see what we're doing. If you want to join our team, that would be amazing. I'd love to work with you personally, help you learn how to, begin making additional income in your spare time and start accomplishing your dreams, doing some amazing things, perhaps even traveling with your, having your business with you. That was my dream, was to have my business and be able to travel anywhere in the world and be able to take my business with me and not have to feel like I had to be back on Monday morning, to clock in and clock out at a job. And so I hope that I encourage you with that as well, those words to help you to accomplish your dreams, accomplish your vision. Anyway, have a wonderful day. This is Albie. Take care.